Great tour but did start our rough. Pickup time was 5 a.m. so we were not able to eat any breakfast before leaving. When we got to the dock the boat did not have our name on the list so we were pushed off to the side and then after everyone boarded our driver talked to the guy and after about 10 minutes and phone call we were allowed on the boat. Good thing it wasn't very crowded so we were able to get good seats. The boat did serve something called breakfast but it's some just cold cheese, ham, bananas, and grapes. They also served lunch but it was cold and again not very good. So bring your own snacks. The canal tour was amazing. We shared the locks with some tugboats so we have great views. Our tour guide Uncle Marty was very knowledgeable and gave us lots of good information. This tour was absolutely worth the money. Our tour guide, Gus, had so much interesting information for us as we navigated the locks. He also answered all of the questions asked of him during his explanations which was a bonus. The lunch was good as well. We made it through our portion of the canal in great time. The only issue we had, which was not really an issue but could have been, was the driver who transported us from our hotel to the tour was an hour early. We were walking back from breakfast and if it had taken longer we would have missed the ride. They only wait for 5 minutes and go on to the next stop. We had to get up very early for our 5 a.m. pickup but it was truly worth it. We took a boat from the docks into the canal locks at Miraflores just behind a large cargo ship and watched as the locks were closed and the water lifted the boat. It was really cool and we actually went through 3 sets of locks. The morning snack was nice and lunch was a hearty hot meal. This is the trip to take whilst in Panama. A partial transit takes in iconic locks and passage under the Americas Bridge. The tour commentary was excellent. One minor observation, vegetarians were not really catered for with the light lunch. That could easily be remedied. The complimentary coffee was excellent. All in all a worthwhile memorable trip. Great tour of Panama Canal with all the details and history explained in English and Spanish. Covers important sites such as the Bridge of the Americas, Miraflores Locks, and Gatun Lake. Pick up and drop off from the hotel, beverages and food on board, and clear communication of timelines helped immensely. The tour is great, especially for me as a civil engineer. It's well organized, however, the included lunch is unnecessary. There are many people to be served, and the tour ends at the usual lunchtime. It's not needed and creates a lot of confusion on the boat. As a result, lunch was served before 11 a.m. It's a great tour that takes you through the first 3 locks of the Panama Canal. The tour guide on the boat takes you through the history of the canal and the technology used in the locks to raise and lower vessels as they cross from one ocean to the other. We had a great and informative boat tour through the canal. The only thing is we would have liked a little more historical context about the canal while on the bus ride to the boat. The food was tasty and the staff was really friendly. Great trip, very well organized. Lunch was excellent and the guide knowledgeable. We did not realize that we would not be returning on the boat, but on a bus, but everything was very well coordinated and worked out well. It is really an interesting tour. Being in the locks and experience it yourself is amazing. The guiding was very good, but I would advise you to stay outside, as it was hard to hear what the guide said inside.